Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in. I'm coming today with another speed painting video. This painting is entitled Chocolate Dream. I specifically did this painting for the Chocolate and Art Show that was here in Atlanta earlier this month. This was only my second art show ever, so I'm still such a noob about this whole art career thing. But I felt way more comfortable this time around than I did my first show that I did back in February. My first show was the Pancakes and Booze art show, also here in Atlanta. And I was super nervous. I had no idea what I was doing at all. I had no idea what kind of reaction my pieces would get. But it was a great learning experience for me, and I took everything that I had learned at Pancakes and Booze and brought it with me to Chocolate and Art. So as I was preparing for Chocolate and Art, I knew I had to do something new. I got a couple of good responses with the pieces I brought with me to Pancakes and Booze, but it wasn't the response that I had hoped for. So I knew I had to come with something brand new and fresh, at least one painting that was brand new and fresh and different from the ones that I had shown recently. So my friend Miranda came up with the awesome idea of doing a chocolate themed painting to go along with the whole theme of the art show. And excuse my fro, guys, it got all in the way of the camera. I apologize about that. So as she and I were brainstorming, somehow Flashdance popped into my head. I don't really know exactly how I got there. At one point we were discussing me doing a very dark-skinned woman to represent chocolate, and then I started talking about maybe I have the dark-skinned woman and her skin is melting into chocolate. Maybe I'll do a white woman with her getting poured chocolate on her and she's turning black. Like, just all sorts of random stuff. And you know, when you're brainstorming, all sorts of weird ideas get thrown out there. But somehow Flashdance in that scene where she pulls the cord and all the water falls down on her and splashes all over the place, somehow that scene popped into my head, and I'm like, that's what I gotta do. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing some sort of Flashdance inspired painting. So as I'm thinking of that, I'm like, hey, Kanye, you know, I want to say it was last year sometime, had that Fade video with Tiana Taylor. Why don't I try to get some inspiration from that too? So I decided I was going to do a hybrid of the two. So like any good student, I went and did my homework. I watched Flashdance. And to be perfectly honest, I don't remember ever actually seeing this movie ever in my life. Like, it's super iconic, so I know about it and I know all the iconic scenes, but I don't think I ever like watched the movie completely through. I may have actually been too young to even watch that movie when it first came out. So yeah, I had to watch the movie just to understand what it was about and have some further background with it. And then I watched the Fade video over again as well, just to give myself a basis of what I was going for and to basically decide how I was gonna combine the two together. So at the end of it, I decided I was going to go with my original idea of just using that scene where Alex, the character from Flashdance, is on stage and she's pulling the cord with the water falling down, but obviously instead of water I was going to do chocolate, but instead of Alex I was going to replace her with a woman that kind of resembles Tiana Taylor in the Fade video. So I decided just to combine them that way together. In the background, I wanted it to look like a bright spotlight, because in the movie when she's on the stage, it's pretty dark, but she's being completely illuminated with this one bright spotlight. So I kind of wanted to give that effect in the painting, which is why I chose like these gradient of yellowish colors. to kind of represent a spotlight. So I really wasn't sure what kind of response to this painting would get, considering how it was just really simple. There's not a whole lot to it. But it actually got a really good response at the show. I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't like the most popular painting there or anything like that, but just comparing this show to Pancakes and Booze, I felt a lot more comfortable at the show, number one. And then number two, I felt like the crowd liked this particular painting a lot more than my other paintings I showed at Pancakes and Booze. So that's always nice and encouraging when you're putting yourself out there and allowing people to critique your work. It's always nice to get a good response. Like, people recognized exactly what I was trying to portray, and it was really cool to have people be like, oh, look at that, isn't that movie, what's that movie name again, Flashdance? And then they were like, oh wait, that's supposed to be Tiana Taylor too. Like, they got it right off the bat. So it felt really good for people to be able to look at my work and be like, oh yeah, I know what that is, that's cool, that's awesome, I like that idea. Whereas at Pancakes and Booze, when I showed my Breathe painting, it kind of scared people. And I guess in a way, that's the reaction I kind of wanted people to have about Breathe, because it's a creepy painting. Before I decided what I was going to name it, when I was saving everything that I was doing with it, like my original sketch, and when I was recording the video for it, everything, when I was saving it on my computer, it was called Creepy, because I had no idea what I wanted to name it, and I just knew it was creepy. So it's nice to get a more positive reaction this time around, because I guess this is not, something that makes people feel scared. It's more of a, oh, I know that, maybe more of a nostalgic type of feeling. So it was nice to get that kind of reaction this time around. Overall, the chocolate and art show was really, really fun. I met a lot of cool artists there, and I saw a lot of cool pieces, and it was really inspiring to step up my game, because there were some amazing people there, really, really amazing artists. So it really inspired me to step up my game and, just kind of get better at my craft. I feel like I'm pretty good now, but there's always room for improvement. And when you see other people that you admire or you aspire to be like, it only pushes you harder, it only pushes you further to work harder at getting better at what you're doing, so you feel like you're on their same level, So I feel like every show that I do, I'm probably going to take away some sort of gem. And the gem I got from chocolate and art is just to keep pushing myself to get better and better and better, so I can be up there with all those other people that were in the show with me. I just thought a lot of the artists there were super, super amazing. The chocolate and art show tours around different cities all around the United States. So you should definitely go to their website, chocolateandartshow.com, I think it is. I can't remember exactly the website, but I'll put it in the description box. But check their website and see if they're coming to a city near you. And if you've ever been to a chocolate and art show, comment down below. Let me know what you enjoyed about it, what you didn't like about it. Just start a discussion, because this show is super cool. So here's the finished piece. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.